Ah, Guten Morgen, mes amis. Wie geht's? Et moi, Dieter? Ich bin Dieter. Yeah, Dieter got a bit carried away with his Pied Piper rant, and of course he forgot what he was really going to talk about. He was going to give you all an update on his fundraising, which has really stalled. I'll tell you, I don't know why it stalled. Maybe they think I'm a rich asshole who doesn't need any money. So, unfortunately, you can see there's not too much cash in my Dieter and Pix HG 56 fund, and I'll explain the reasoning for that. There's a lot of IOUs in there, so just to bring you up to date on it, my good friend Garrett from Missouri, the Missourian, he donated another $200 US. So this is including the IOUs. So the fund is now at $647, and I owe about $600 into that. So Dieter, Pick, and Coco have contributed $282, and my 6 or 9 loyal viewers have now contributed $365. So thank you very much, Gary and Warren and Keenan, the big contributors there. So this is what's going on. I have now 16 of my paintings at a local art gallery, so hopefully that'll increase some sales. And what I needed the money for is because I got mugged 2 months ago when my phone was stolen. I had to pay $682 for the phone that was stolen. Then I had to buy a new phone, which is almost $1,200. So I've given the phone company here in the last 5 weeks $888.62, something like that. And because it's kind of the summer, I rent my communist auto car to take Coco for like kind of mini one-day vacations. So my bill for the car for the last 2 months has been about $800, so that's close to $1,700. And then to get my this is why I'm trying to do a fundraiser. I'm on a limited pension. I only get about $1,900 a month, and so you can see how fast the money goes. And when I get my image captures, which are really good quality, like archive quality, at Smokestack Studio, each one cost me $75. So to date, I've gotten 9 done. So 9 times 75 is $675. So $888, $800, $675, and this is not food or groceries or rent. So that's what I've spent out the last month and a half. So I had no choice but to dip into the fundraiser and put in some IOUs, which I will honor, but it might take me some time to do that. So it's kind of stalled. So anyone who's was curious about why I haven't mentioned that, that's what's going on. You know, you have to, if I'm not willing to invest money in myself, right? Now the good thing is I've sold like about 5 prints. So if I can, I'll start breaking even once I've sold about 10 prints. So hopefully now, because I have 16 of my paintings nicely framed and on display in this art gallery, it's an art gallery. It's called Sealed Art in Hamilton, and anyone who lives in the Hamilton area can see my stuff. And they do really good work. It's called Sealed Art, and I think it's 89 Gage Avenue. But it's right on the south. It's on the northeast corner of Gage Street with Big Gage, where Big Gage Park starts, and Main Street. So you can check out my art there. It'll be there for quite a while. So 89 Gage Street in Hamilton. You'll see a lot of my paintings there. Like I said, I have 16. And also, they do framing and stuff there. That's their main thing. But they do have gallery space. So they like my stuff, so they're showing it for me. and they will take anything I sell, they'll take 20%. So hopefully that'll start coming into fruition. And the other thing, a little sad thing, is where I buy my men's clothes is a shop that's been around here on King Street since 1954. It's called Gilbert's Big and Tall. They're really nice people. They're originally from Serbia, and they're very nice people. I know them quite well. And unfortunately, their mother, who was a real sweet lady who lived above the store and was very kind to me and Coco. I hadn't seen her much the last 3 months, and I guess she was not doing well. She's 91. She passed away 2 days ago. So my condolences I sent to them, because they're very good friends. And I actually just bought a Ralph Lauren suit from them last week, so that they gave me a good deal on that. That was $400. So I've had to spend some money the last 6 weeks, because I like to have a suit. And my other suit was a Tommy Hilfiger, but it was like 25 years old, and it was just falling apart. And I still wear the jacket, but you know, if I buy a suit once every 15 or 20 years, that's just something I do, because I clean up fairly well. So here's to Stella. God rest your soul. She was a very sweet, lovely lady. And we'll have a little toast to Stella. Some 12-year-old Glenfiddich Scotch here. So rest in peace, Stella, and I hope you're in a much better place. So, that being said and done, I think that brings you up to date. So if anyone wants to donate to my fund, oh yeah, and the other thing is, I've been waiting for this roll of hot rolled Arches paper from France, which is it. I buy my paper in these big rolls that are 4 feet by 30 feet or something. So you can get about 100 big paintings out of that, or 200 smaller ones, or 200 to 300 smaller ones. So that's going to be another $389. So it's been a very expensive summer, and I'm not crying poor, but it's just the fact of life is art is very expensive. So if anyone can help, I have 2 GoFundMe accounts. One is for art supplies and one is for the Boucher guitar. You just go to GoFundMe and type in Randall Sellinger, Hamilton, and my 2 fundraisers should come up. And anything will be appreciated, and you will be acknowledged for that, and you will know that you are actually helping someone who is trying to do some good with his art in the world. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So happy plucking, have a good day. The other thing I was going to say, yeah, you have to persevere, because I don't like the humidity, and it makes me very lazy. I don't feel like doing anything when it's really hot and humid. But I've been forcing myself to go to these open jams, which is, it's good and bad, and I'll explain the good and bad. The good is I'm getting out, I'm getting exposed, I'm meeting some new musicians, learning some new stuff, okay? And that's all good. The thing that isn't good is I'm so used to playing at my tuning, which is 435 minus at D sharp, which is around 430, 432. And it's quite different. So, you know, when I go out to play with these guys, I always have to tune up to 440, and it's more strain on my voice and on the guitar. And I don't like the sound. But that's the compromise I make, and I don't like making compromises. Those of you who have seen more than probably 5 of my videos know I don't like to compromise. But it's one of the things you have to deal with, and it's just the way it is. Like, unfortunately, instruments are still mostly tuned to 440. I wish they were tuned to 432, but you know, pianos are tuned to that. But you can tune a piano to to anything really. But you know, not everyone's just going to retune for the sake of one guy, unless I was really probably really extremely famous and talented. Then maybe people would consider that, right? And the other thing is, you know, harmonicas are tuned to 440. I have a bunch of harmonicas, and I haven't started playing them, so the plan is to start playing them. But the point I'm making is that, you know, there's the good and bad in everything. So what was funny the other night is I did a Rolling Stones song, and I didn't do the introduction the way the Rolling Stones do it. And I don't think you have to do covers like that. But one guy corrected me, and he showed me that, and I wasn't even thinking of the intro because I just wanted to get to singing it. So yeah, and then it's not hard. So yeah, I said, okay, that's how they do it. But what I thought was funny is about 3 or 4 of the regular guys there go, well, that's not how it's played. Well, I didn't say it, but I said, well, you don't play this song the way it's played. You don't play that song the way it's played. You don't play that song the way it's played. So you will always run into that. The thing is just to check your ego at the door, and try and be objective and see what you're getting out of it. And if you're getting something positive out of it, then you go with that, because you know it's in your mind it might be you might have a perfect outcome, but it's rarely the case in the real world when you start bringing other entities into the equation, right? So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And if all else fails, you know, grow out your hair and your beard, put on your sunglasses, and instantly you will feel better, no matter what you do. Right? Wiedersehen.